Hey everyone, it's Natalie and welcome back to my channel. So this video is for you if you have your Saturn in Taurus. So I'm calling the Saturn series What Success Means to You based on your Saturn sign. So success to the Saturn in Taurus looks a lot like being freaking rich and having a lot of possessions, material possessions. And it's because Saturn in Taurus is actually a pretty hard-working placement. It puts you to work in the physical world to accumulate wealth, and success to you looks like having an abundance of things that you value around you. So I would say that the main challenge with this placement is when you don't have the wealth that you want around you. I think this Saturn placement can be kind of challenging to have. I guess like with the way that our world is set up, it can be kind of hard to have this placement just because there's so much like emphasis put on to having like money and status with your money and your possessions and your material success. And Saturn and Taurus kind of notices that more than any other Saturn placement, and they really are driven to achieve that. And it's going to be a different type of material success for every Saturn and Taurus person, but in some way, having your success physically displayed or exhibited around you is part of what success means to the Saturn and Taurus. You have to see like proof of it. You have to have some kind of proof of your hard work and what you've done. You have to see your wealth be accumulated in some way. And I think that that's actually, I don't think it's a bad thing. I mean, I don't have Saturn and Taurus, so I don't really, my success view philosophy is kind of different from that, but I don't see this as a bad thing. I think the challenge that comes with this Saturn placement is also maybe learning to appreciate what you own, even if it's not exactly what you want. I think success to the Saturn and Taurus is learning how to be resourceful and actually utilize all the material resources around you. Kind of being like almost thrifty in a way. Like, I think that's kind of actually a really positive side to this placement, is you can kind of like use your wealth and your finances to your advantage, like your knowledge on things like this. Like you're good with money, basically. Because Saturn is giving structure and form to your value system, to your sense of luxury, your sense of what is worthy, what's worth spending money on. So on the one hand, you could go full force into it and just be as materialistic as you want to, or you could see it as, I'm paying for quality, not quantity. So in a way, it's not like a negative thing to be materialistic in that sense, because Saturn in Taurus, because Saturn is like the structure of our chart. So when it's coming into Taurus in your chart, it's really making this part of your chart like as solid as a freaking rock, because Taurus is already fixed Earth. It is like the ultimate foundation of the entire zodiac wheel. So everything that you create and that you collect and materialize in the world is so solid and can be used fully to its complete potential, like to its fullest capacity. You can use anything that you collect in this sign in this area of your life. And again, it's having to do with money and material things. These possessions and this physical wealth that you accumulate is important to you because in a way it's something that you have to build the rest of your chart on. You know, it becomes like your foundation for yourself and your life. And that's why it's so important to you. And success to you, it might show up in a very physical way as these material things, but a lot of it is going to come from yourself and how you feel about yourself and the kind of security that you give yourself. Saturn and Taurus individuals, you know, they view success as this elaborate, glamorous thing. Some of them, maybe not everyone out there, but I think it's more so that they see success, personal success, as really just feeling like you're worth that success at all. So a big part of the success for Saturn and Taurus is learning that you are worth it. Learning that you are worth your money and your time and your investments. The things that you value. Saturn wants you to give form to your values, to figure out what is it that you value in life. And values come from what we're willing to spend our money on, what we're willing to invest in. And Saturn wants you to make these real for you so that you can hone in on these values and actually produce tangible results with them. But it comes again from the inside. It comes from you and what this success actually means to you. So it might not be, you know, money or anything like that, but it's gonna come back to money because it's gonna be what you'll put your money into based on what you value. But it's really just what you value in the physical world, what you want to experience with your physical senses. And Saturn and Taurus people, success to them is experiencing it all with like the best quality items, luxury items out there. And yeah, that's what success will look like for you, or that's what it probably means to you if you have your Saturn and Taurus. I hope that you found this video helpful, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.